Hello dear students. In the last video we learnt about microsporogenesis, in which from the microspore mother cell the microspores are produced. Okay, in this part of your video we are going to study about how the microspore become pollen grain. The process is nothing but the process is called microgametogenesis, and the structure of pollen grain and the significance of pollen grain and the viability of the pollen grain. These are all we are going to learn in this video. What is microgametogenesis? The name itself indicates micro. From the microspore, the gametogenesis, gamete have formed. The process is called microgametogenesis. From the microspore, how the male gametophyte will develop. This process is called microgametogenesis. It is also known as formation of male gametophyte. This microgametogenesis is also known as male gametophyte formation is called microgametogenesis. How these pollen grains are developed from the microspore? Here is the schematic representation. Okay, from the microspore mother cell, it undergo meiosis to produce microspore tetrad. Each microspore tetrad, after dissolving, losing their callose wall, they become microspores. Up to this, from the microspore mother cell to the formation of microspore, we call it as microsporogenesis. From the microspore, okay, tell me what's the ploidy of the microspore? The ploidy of the microspore here is haploid. Why the haploid set of chromosome are present in the microspore? Because this microspore mother cell undergo the reductional division to maintain the chromosomal number in their offspring. It may the gamete or the gametophyte chromosome number is haploid. This microspore consists of a haploid nucleus and surrounded by a plasma membrane. Then this microspore undergo further developmental process to form a two-celled or three-celled stage called pollen grain. The process is called microgametogenesis. What happens here after the microspore formation? Above the plasma membrane, the intine wall deposits. The intine is the inner layer of the pollen grain made up of pectin and cellulose. It is a continuous elastic thin wall. It deposited on the microspore. Later after the formation of intine and the microspore, later the exine or the outermost layer of the pollen grain will develop. The formation of exine occurs. How this exine occurs? Okay, recall the functions of the tapetum, where the Ewist granules secrete sporopollenin to form a exine of the pollen grain. This exine wall is formed by the secretion from the tapetum, that is sporopollenin, and it is discontinuous. Exine wall is discontinuous and it is made up of sporopollenin. The discontinued region where the sporopollenin is absent, that region is called germ pore. This state of the microspore is called polarized microspore. Why we call it as a polarized microspore here? Because this microspore undergo mitotic division to produce a unequal division, asymmetrical spindle formation, and it produces one large and small cells. That's why this cell is called polarized microspore. This polarized microspore undergo meiotic division, where it undergo asymmetric division. Means one large cell produce agute, one small cell produce agute. Unequal sized cells will form during this mitotic division. The large cell we call it as a vegetative cell, and the small cell we call it as a generative cell. From the microspore, the two-celled stage or three-celled stage at the formation of pollen grain is called microgametogenesis. During the formation of pollen grain, how many cell divisions will occur? from the microspore mother cell to microspore, there is one meiosis, and from one microspore to the two-celled stage pollen grain, another one mitotic division, one meiosis, one mitotic division, and one more mitotic division takes place to form two male gametes. Okay, this process is called microgametogenesis. Here, from the microspore, the pollen grain is developed. First ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ microspore ಮೇಲೆ intine develop ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. After that, exine will develop. Exine is made up of highly resistible substance, that is sporopollenin. It's discontinuous. Where the sporopollenin is absent, that region is called germ pore. This state of the microspore is called polarized state of microspore. Polarized microspore undergo asymmetric division of mitotic division. Unequal cells na produce ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು large cell na vegetative cell ಅಂತ, ಒಂದು small cell na generative cell ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Up to this, ಏನ್ formation ಆಯ್ತು? This pollen grain are formed. From the microspore to the formation of pollen grain is called microgametogenesis. Now pollen grain na we also known as ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ male gametophyte ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The pollen grain is known as male gametophyte. This completes the microgametogenesis. Next, moving on to the structure of the pollen grain. The structure of pollen grain is very important. They may ask for the 5 marks. Describe the structure of pollen grain with neat label diagram. Or simply for the 3 marks, they may ask draw a neat label diagram of pollen grain. Very important one for the point of board exam. The structure of pollen grain. The first ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ the outline ಅಥವಾ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Usually pollen grains are spherical in shape, rounded in shape, and their size is the pollen grain also we represented as ಏನಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, male gametophyte ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. It is spherical or rounded in shape. Then the diameter of the pollen grain is 25 to 50 micrometers. 25 to 50 micrometer in the diameter. It consists of 2 walls. The 2 walls, we call it as the wall of the pollen grain is called sporoderm. It is made up of 2 layers. The outermost layer we call it as exine. The exine is the thick, non-elastic, made up of sporopollenin. Yadrinda irutte sporopollenin. And the inner intine, it's a smooth, thin and elastic, made up of pectocellulose, pectin and cellulose. Here, the exine is made up of sporopollenin. It's the most biologically resistant substance. Aduna yade enzyme ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, degrade ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, destroy ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Most resistible substance in the biological world is sporopollenin. High temperature, alkaline, acid, ಇವು ಯಾವನು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, destroy ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Because of the presence of this sporopollenin, the pollen grains preserve as a microfossils. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಡಿಸ್ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Where it consists of germ pore. The germ pore depends on the species. It may varies from 1 to 3. 1 ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು, ಅಥವಾ 2 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ 3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಡೈಕಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ 3 germ spores ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 3 germ spore. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು germ spore ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 3 germ spore ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, germ spore ಕೆಲವೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫರೋ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್. ಒಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಜರ್ಮ್ ಪೋರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೊನೋ ಕೋಲ್ಪೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. 2 ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೈಕೋಲ್ಪೇಟ್, 3 ಇದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈಕೋಲ್ಪೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The sporopollenin is highly resistant substance. As I mentioned earlier, it's the most highly resistant substance. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the sporopollenin ಇರಿಂದ the preserved has a microfossils. The next one, exine is absent certain areas. Certain areas ಅಲ್ಲಿ absent ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the region is call it as germ pores. Rounded ಇರುತ್ತೆ or furrows elongated ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Internally, pollen grains has vegetative and generative cells. The large vegetative cell is also known as a tube cell. The tube cell, why we call it as tube cell? This is the cell which involved in the formation of pollen tube. This vegetative cell, it's filled with nutrients, dense cytoplasm, and the large nucleus with vacuoles. Okay, this nourishes the or it helps in the formation of pollen tube. Allivargu male gamete ge nourishment bekalva, ಆ nourishment na this pollen tube give to the generative cells. A generative cell is the smaller cell, a lens-shaped structure. It's the future male gamete. It floats inside the vegetative cell. Vegetative cell alli float ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The wall is present in the generative cell. It is not the plasma membrane. It's a callous layer. This is about the structure of pollen grain. Very important for the pollen grain ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 5 marks ಗೆ. And some in entomophilous plants, the insect pollinating have a pollen grains ali. Other than the sporopollenin, they consist of pollen kit, a sticky substances irutte. Yellow color now hibiscus al nodidvalva. The sticky substance is called pollen kit. What's the function of pollen kit? Okay, this and because of the sticky nature, idu insects mele ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ help ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ and pollination ಆಗೋಕೆ help ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ the pollen kit. This pollen kit also secreted from the tapetum. It's about the structure of pollen grain, very important for the 5 marks and the 3 marks. Next, coming to the different species pollen grains irutte. They are not similar to each other. One species illiro pollen grains, so next species all ade tara iralla, like our fingerprints. Okay, that's why the pollen grains are called botanical fingerprints anta kuda karitevi ನಾವು ಅವನ್ನ. Most of the pollen grains, about 60% of the angiosperm pollen grains, they shed at 2-cellulose stage. Very important for the application level question. 20% of the angiosperms pollen grains are shed at 2-cellulose stage, and remaining 40% of the angiosperms are shed at 3-cellulose stage. Okay, tell me, in the 2-cellulose stage of pollen grain, what are the cells are present inside the pollen grain? One, the large vegetative cell, and the smaller one is generative cell. In the 3-cellulose stage, what are the cells present inside the pollen grain? One large vegetative cell is there, and the generative cell divides to form 2 male gametes. In the 3-cellulose stage of pollen grain, it consists of 2 male gametes and 1 vegetative cell. 1 vegetative cell or generative cell. The 3-cellulose stage, it consists of 1 vegetative cell and 2 male gametes. In the 2-cellulose stage, it consists of 1 large vegetative cell and 1 small generative cell. Next, coming to the significances of the pollen grains. What are the uses, harmfuls of the pollen grains? Because of the presence of the vegetative cell, it's a rich nutrient cell with dense cytoplasm and large tube cell. It is used as a food. The branch which study the pollen grain, we call it as palynology. What is palynology? It's the branch dealing with the study of pollen grain, and their characteristics is called palynology. The significances of the pollen grains are, because as I said, they are stored with rich reserve food materials. They are used as a food products, as a food supplement agi for the athletes. Athletics ಗೆ instant ಆಗಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫುಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And it's the ಏನ್ ingredients ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, nutrients, they are rich in proteins, carbohydrates, and also unsaturated fatty acids. So ಅದಲ್ದೇನೆ ಅಥ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ದೇನೆ ರೇಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ರೇಸ್ ಕುದುರೆಗಳು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಫುಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪೋಲನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್. The pollen creams, As I said that the pollen grains are rich in unsaturated fatty acids. ಅವನ್ನ pollen grains ultraviolet rays ಇಂದ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ the pollen grains in the cream also cream ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ as a emulsifiers ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ for the protection of skin and smoothness of the skin. And the pollen allergy, very important one. Some pollen grains cause allergy. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು A fever ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. It's the allergic reaction to the in the presence of hair. Continuous ಅಕ್ಷಿ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು, running nose ಆಗೋದು, itching ಆಗೋದು, nose itching ಆಗೋದು, high itching ಆಗೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬ್ಲೂಮ್ ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಳೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಷಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮೂಗು ಕಡಿತೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, this is called pollen allergy. Okay, the pollen allergy depends on the individuals. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು pollen grains ಇಂದ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Because it consists of the protein. A protein is acts as antigens, so it causes allergic reaction to the person. ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಹೇ ಫೀವರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The plants which causes allergy are amaranthus, ದಂಟಿನ ಸೊಪ್ಪಿನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟಲ್, ಹರಳು pollen grain ಕೂಡ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಜೋಳ ಸರ್ಗಮ್ pollen grains also, grasses pollen grains also, and very usually pollen allergy cause ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು commonly we call it as carrot grass and the parthenium pollen allergy cause ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಹೂವನ್ನು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಹತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. It may leads to allergic reactions. This is about the significances of the pollen grains. Next, move on to the pollen viabilities. What is pollen viability? ಏನು pollen viability ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಪೋಲನ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ನೇಚರ್ ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ನ pollen viability ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The pollen viability is the period for which pollen grains remain functional. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಅದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ವಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The period for which pollen grains remain functional. In some cereals, the pollen viability is only 30 minutes. The pollen grains of rose family, Rosaceae, Fabaceae, Leguminaceae family, and the potato family, Solanaceae, they are viable for the months. And the pollen grains can be cryopreserved in liquid nitrogen at temperature minus 196 degrees Celsius. What is cryopreservation? Preservation of the pollen grains in a liquid nitrogen at the temperature minus 196 degrees Celsius is called cryopreservation. ಅಲ್ಲಿ the viability ಏನು ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ pollen grains ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರು? minus 196 degrees Celsius. Pollen bank. The pollen bank ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pollen grains ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ pollen grains ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಯೂಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು pollen grain ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ pollen bank ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. It is the method where different types of pollens are collected and stored for the future use. What is pollen bank? It's the method where different types of pollens are collected and stored for the future use. By using these pollens, the plants that are facing extinction can be reproduced. This is about the pollens, the pollen grains, how the pollen grains is developed from the microspore, that is called microgametogenesis. And next one is structure of pollen grain. The next is the significance of pollen grain. And the lastly, we learned about the viability of the pollen grain. This is all about the palynology.